Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to be breaking down today exactly what I do on a daily basis to build myself physically and build myself mentally. I'm going to show you a simple way that I do it on a daily basis called the rule of 8. And what I mean by that is I'm going to do 4 things a day to try to build myself physically, and I'm going to do 4 things a day to try to build myself mentally. Now I'm going to put a list over here. We're going to start with physically. And on this list is a bunch of different examples of things that you can do every day to try to build yourself physically. But for me, the things that I do personally throughout the day is number one, I do resistance training. So with the resistance training, I do weightlifting. There's all different types of resistance training out there that you guys can try. Maybe weightlifting isn't going to be the thing for you. Try to find something where you can try to build some muscle. And for me, that was like the biggest part of my recovery. And it was the biggest part of like making me happy. Now, I just woke up right now. I work third shift, so I go to bed in the morning and I wake up in the afternoon. And I could tell you every morning that I wake up, I'm just always in a bad mood, and my life is great. I have a great family, food on the table, I have a nice house, but I still wake up pissed off all the time. And when I go to the gym and I get my workout in first of the day, first thing in the morning, don't you know how to talk? All of that is released, and all my anger, everything that I wake up with is released, and I'm ready for the day. So it's extremely important to me. Number two, I'm going to eat clean. So throughout the day, I'm going to eat clean meals so I can build my body physically. So if I go work out and I break down muscle tissue, I'm going to be able to rebuild that muscle and try to get it bigger. And I'm going to be burning fat because I'm not going to be eating trash foods. Number three, hydration. So throughout the day, I like to drink at least 2 gallons of water. It's a little excessive for the majority of people. I think it's based a lot on like how much activity you put out. So I put a lot of activity out and I sweat a lot. So I have to replenish a lot of water. But try to get at least 2 liters of water in a day, and that should help. Number four, cardiovascular activity. So I do some sort of cardio. So besides my weightlifting, besides eating clean, besides hydration, I do cardio. So I'll usually do it after my workout, sometimes before, right when I wake up. And then sometimes maybe I'll do it before bed. It just depends when I have time for it that I could fit in. I have a family, I have 2 little kids, so a lot of the stuff I like to do in the morning, get it out of the way. Otherwise, if I have to, I could do some of it right before bed. But cardiovascular activity is going to help you burning fat. If anybody's struggling with anxiety, that's the key. I had another video on it before about anxiety hacks. I'll link it down in the description about how running saved my life, really. It saved me and helped me get off of benzos. So it's extremely important to me to get my cardiovascular activity in every single day. Hey, if you guys are liking the video right now, comment down below, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It's massively appreciated. Thank you. All right. 4 things to improve myself mentally. I'm going to put a list over here about all different types of examples of things that you can do throughout the day to try to build yourself mentally. But these are my 4. The first thing that I do when I wake up, I set goals for the day and I set priorities on those. So what I want to achieve for the day, I'll figure out what workout I'm going to do, when I'm going to do my cardio, what does my wife have me do today, what does she want, what does she need, and I'll take care of that. What do my kids need for the day, and then I'll prioritize it. And a good rule of thumb here is when you're going through your goals for the day or things that you have to get done, use the rule of 2 minutes. So if any of those goals or any of those priorities would take less than 2 minutes to do, just do them right away, immediately, right when you wake up, just get it done with. It'll give you an immense amount of release on your anxiety for the day so you don't have to worry about the small stuff. The second thing that I do after I set my goals for the day is I like to speak out loud my long-term goals. And what I mean by long-term goals, I like to speak out what's the best version of me? Who do you want to be? Who do I want to be? For me, I wanted to be a dad, and I wanted to be a good husband, and I wanted to have a good job. And now that I've achieved most of those things, I've had to get longer term goals that, past that. And right now, one of my long term goals is to build my social media where I can tell my story and I can tell people, this is how I did it, this is how I got clean, maybe it can help you. So that's a big long-term goal for me right now. And when I wake up in the morning, I like to speak that into existence. I don't like to think it in my head. I don't like to whisper it. So when I wake up, I'm yelling it. It's almost to a point where it's weird. And if you have people at the house living with you, they're going to think it's weird. But speaking it into existence every day, loud enough to where you can hear it, not whispering it to yourself. I mean, I'm literally talking like, I want to help people on the internet. Like, I want to help them. I want to share my story. I'm yelling it out loud so I can hear it and I can feel it and I can visualize actually doing it. Number 3, positive self-talk throughout the day. So when I'm doing all my tasks throughout the day, I'm exercising, I'm eating healthy, I'm getting my water in, I'm staying hydrated. I reward myself mentally for that every step of the way. So it's these small W's throughout the day, the little things that you do throughout the day that are going to add up into the big goal. And I've said it before that if you wait for the big goal to be happy, if you wait for the big goal to happen for you to feel like you won, you're going to lose every single time because it could take years to happen. You need to be rewarding yourself on a daily basis for the small things that you're doing throughout the day that are going to get you to that goal. Number 4, I do one of 3 things. So one of 3 things would be I either like to learn something new that I didn't know before, I like to read daily quotes, or I like to read something nonfiction. So if there's something at the moment where I'm trying to do research on, I'm trying to learn about, camera lighting, or I'm trying to learn about how to edit a video, maybe I'll do something like that. Or maybe I'll do that with reading some quotes for the day. There's all different types of options out there for you guys to read.